Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start out by giving all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Marakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Ruel. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect, the Bayath, Dawadah, the house of David. Alright, so we got this article right here. Alright, let's go right into it. It says, the state of emergency declared amid mass protest. This was 1 day ago. So it says Ecuador has declared a 60-day state of emergency after President Daniel Noboa's government has repealed a long-standing diesel subsidy. All right, the move sparked widespread protests as many worry it will raise transport and food costs for low-income households. It says officials emphasize that the repeal is necessary to address fiscal challenges while promising measures to ease the impact of vulnerable communities. It says, Noboa stated that the declaration, declaration means to declare, does not restrict public movement or institute a curfew, but it does suspend the right to freedom of assembly at all times for any gatherings that seek to interrupt public services and impede the rights of liberties of the rest of the population. The decree spans 7 provinces, mobilizing armed forces and national police. The U.S. Embassy says deployments aim to prevent service disruptions. It says the U.S. Embassy in Ecuador stated that the forces were mobilized in order to prevent the interruption to public services and maintain freedom of movement for the general population. All right, officials claim that the subsidy would have cost over $1 billion and would fail to impact the poor and favoring higher income users and businesses. The government of Ecuador said for decades that the diesel subsidy represented a 1.1 billion burden on the fiscal accounts. All right, without truly reaching those who need it. It says diesel prices raised from $1.80 to $2.80 per gallon. It says following the repeal. It says the administration pleaded $220 million to the transport sector to curb fare hikes. All right, so that's it on that article right there. But we're gonna go into some scriptures. Let's do this here. This is Ecclesiastes 3:1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. All right? And right now, there's things going on. There's a season going on right now. This is the season we in the season of prophecy. Uproars of people right now, man. And it's been going on. It's been going on all over. But Esau not going to put it all out there. He's not going to put it all out there because it's going on all over the world, man. It's uproars going all over the world. All right? You see? Verse number 2, let's read. It says, a time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant, right? And what are we planting the word. We planting the word, showing you through the scriptures that what's being is what's going on in the scriptures, man. That the scriptures are faithful and true. All right? And the word is being planted. Okay? All right? And a time to pluck up that which is planted. And what's been planted, all Esau's wickedness, all right, has been planted, and the word is bringing it out. The true light is really shining with the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, with the brothers. All right? The elders and the apostles on down. All right? The light of the wickedness is going to be put out. All right? And the true reign of righteousness will prevail. Okay? All right? It says a time to kill and a time to heal. a time to break down. We breaking down Esau's kingdom with the word. The word is breaking down Esau's kingdom. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's word is breaking down this kingdom. Each brother out there is a brick. Each brother coming in the street, they a brick coming in the spirit and power and the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. It says, "In a time to build up," right? And we building, and the kingdom is being built up. All right, brick by brick, the third temple. All right. It says a time to weep and a time to laugh. All right. It says a time to mourn and a time to dance. Okay, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. All right, so let's go here. Let's go here to Luke. Because Yahushua got tempted. Now, this is Yahushua when he got tempted, right? Let me go to Luke. Luke 21. Oh, Salakia. Yeah, it was Luke. No, it's Luke. Is it Luke? Is it Luke 21? Let me see where it is. I think it was Luke, Salakia. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah. Let me get Luke 21 and 25. It says, "And there should be signs in this." It says, "And there be Shalakia, and there should be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth the stress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring." All right. You see? So yeah, it's a beautiful scripture. Let me go here. Let me go here to Matthew 24 and 29. It says, "Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened." Right? No, that's not what I need. It's not what I need. It's not what I need. Let me get Matthew Salakia 16. There we go. That's the one I want, Matthew 16. This is the tempting, right? But that Luke 21, 25 is a good scripture, let me get Matthew 16. And this is the Pharisees when they came and tempted or tested Yahushua, right? All right, so this is just giving you an inkling of discerning of the times, right? Because these were wicked Pharisees. Right, some of them you had righteous Pharisees, righteous Sadducees. You had some, but these were the ones coming to test Yahushua. These are the wicked Pharisees, right? So it says the Pharisees test Yahushua. So this is it says verse 1. It says the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting desired him that he would show the sign from heaven, right? That he would show the sign from heaven, because they were trying to tempt him to see if he was going to show that he was the son of the Most High, right? It says he asked and he answered and said unto them, "When it is evening, you say it will be fair weather. You say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red." He said, "For the sky is red, and in the morning it will be foul weather today. For the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but you cannot discern the signs of the times." So this is what we're telling you, that the signs of the times and things that are going on is right in front of you, man. Everything that's happening. All right? Everything that's happening is going on in front of you, man. The signs and times and the wonders and the returns of Yahweh Shai. All right? Uproars of the people, everything. Let me go to, let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra. Let's go to the 9th chapter. Let's go to the 9th chapter. All right, let's go to the first verse. 2nd Ezra 9. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and the first verse. It says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, because that's what's going on. Earthquakes are going on around all over the world. Esau not going to report it, man. It's happening, though, all around the world. All right? There's uproars of the people going on all around the world. In every country, there's uproars of people, man. And I just read to you uproar. All right? Going on in Ecuador. All right? It says, verse number 4, it says, Then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, right? And the end is manifest. The end of whose kingdom? Esau, the end of his age, his rulership. It's at its end. All right. Ultimately, we know that RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, is the major prophecy. Then the ending of World War III, the end of all be all. Then the setup of the kingdom, right? Because the elect is already the start of the kingdom, the 144,000 and the 1/3, right? All right. The first fruits. You see? Which is going to bring back the nation of Israel, according to Romans 11, chapter 26, verse. Then all Israel shall be saved. Okay? Verse number 6. It says, Even so the times also in the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works and endings in effects and signs. All right? You see? So that right there, that's what I needed to get right there. Now let's go to 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra is the 15th chapter. And let's go here. 2nd Ezra is the 15th chapter in the first verse. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people. Who are the people? Israelites. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? The words of his book, the prophecy. All right? Prophecies. Okay? Matter of fact, let's go here real quick. Let's get this here. Oh, Salakia. Revelation 19:10, it says, And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See that thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. There you have it. All right. It says, where we at? Latter verse. It says, The ears of my people, the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, right? And that's the scriptures. All right. For they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, right? Let not the incredulity, mean the unbelief, of them that trouble thee, that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. All right? It says, this is my point down here. Behold, it says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right, so You know, with that, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Marakal Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Well, peace and blessings and citation to the hopeful elect, the Bayah, Dawadah, the House of David, Shalom, Baba Ball.